This is an article that I just created using Perplexity, and with just a click of a button, this article is transferred to my WordPress website. You won't find this button unless if you're using this Chrome extension. So today I'm going to showcase an extension called Pressplexity. I'll explain what it is, how to use it, and why it is the best thing to have if you're a WordPress and Perplexity user. And disclaimer, I made this Chrome extension. So a few weeks ago, I talked about how Perplexity is probably the best AI writing tool that you will ever need. It is quite affordable, it can do different research, and you have the option to switch to different AI models in case the content it generated is not up to your taste. I personally have created hundreds of articles using Perplexity, but there are two major problems. For one, you probably noticed that there are tons of citation numbers spread across the text, and there is a list of references that you might want to remove at the end of the article. Secondly, it can be quite exhausting to copy and paste the article from Perplexity to your WordPress website. And that's why I made this Chrome extension. I call it Pressplexity because it is for WordPress and Perplexity. I hope you can all agree with the naming. Anyway, to install the extension, you can navigate to the Chrome Web Store and then search for Pressplexity. After that, click Add to Chrome and accept the installation to your browser. By the way, most browsers these days, including Microsoft Edge, Brave, Opera, and many more, can use extensions from Chrome Web Store because they are based on the Chromium project. After the extension has been installed, I do recommend the extension for easier access. Then right-click on the Pressplexity icon and click Options. Okay, here's the fun part. In order to send the content from Perplexity to your WordPress website, we need to connect them. But we are not going to use any sort of plugins. If you have been in this channel, then you know that I love simplicity and less plugins. So here's how you can connect them without a plugin. And trust me, it is easier and a lot safer. First, you must enter your website address. Make sure it is using HTTPS, otherwise the connection won't work. Then, enter the username. This could be the username of the admin or the author. Basically, the article post will be assigned to this user. And now, the fun part, application password. By the way, this is not your account password. Again, application password is different. This is a new feature in WordPress that allows external application to access your site safely. And in order to obtain the application password, you have to navigate to the WordPress dashboard, go to Users, click the user that you just assigned earlier, scroll down to the bottom. On the application password section, you can name it anything you like. In this case, I just call it Pressplexity, but the naming doesn't really matter. And then click Create a new application password. Now copy the password and paste it to the option page on Pressplexity. Finally, click Save Settings. After everything has been set up, you can go to Perplexity. If you have already opened a Perplexity page before, I recommend refreshing the page after applying the settings. Okay, now I will create a new article using this prompt. I have made a tutorial video on how you can make a good prompt for content creation. You should check it out. Anyway, if you scroll down to the end of the AI answer, you will see that there is a new set of buttons. To see if the connection works, click Send to your website. Then go to the list of posts of your WordPress website. You should be able to see a new draft just added. This article is coming straight from Perplexity. Let's open it, and as you can see, it is exactly the same article that I just created in Perplexity. If you're using the Gutenberg editor, you probably need to click Convert to Blocks button because right now the article is still in the HTML format. After that, you should be able to interact with the article and edit as normal. But here's the trick. Right now, the article title is just Pressplexity Post. But we can modify the title to better reflect the content. Let's go back to Perplexity again. I will create another article using the same prompt. However, this time around, I will add this simple prompt. Generate a title at the beginning of the article using H1 heading. Now you must send the article to your site again. The post should already have a title. Basically, Pressplexity will detect if there is any level 1 heading in the content. If detected, the first H1 heading will be assigned as the post title. This way, you don't have to manually edit the title. And I think that's quite a convenient feature. This extension will work for both free and pro Perplexity users. If you are a free user, you will get 5 credits a day, which assuming 1 credit per article, you may publish 5 articles per day. I think that's quite a reasonable number. But if you are a Perplexity Pro user, then you are granted 300 credits a day, which means in theory, you could generate 300 articles within just a single day, at least in theory. But in practice, you probably don't want to publish that many articles. Still, I believe Pressplexity would speed up the work with Perplexity. And by the way, you might have noticed that there is a copy clean button next to the send button. So what is it exactly? Well, the copy clean button will basically copy the content and then clean it from citation numbers and reference links that are usually found at the end of the content. This little thing saves me countless hours of editing. Even if you're not using WordPress, this extension might be useful somewhere else. Overall, this is still the very early version of the extension with only basic features. So give this extension a try, and if you have any suggestions, then let me know in the comment down below. I would really appreciate your feedback. And of course, I'll see what I can do to make Pressplexity even more useful. And speaking about useful, check out this video where I explain some hidden features in Perplexity that you need to know. But in any case, thank you so much for watching, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.